Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video we are watching The Orphanage. This is a 2007 Spanish film which I have not actually seen. I think I did start watching this one at one point, but I didn't ever finish it. I'm not sure why. I don't think it was out of like boredom or anything. I might have just like had something I had to do. I don't recall, but I am excited to watch this one. I know that Emma from Spooky Astronauts loves this film, so I'm excited to finally give it a full chance and let you guys know my thoughts. I did have to rent this one on Amazon, so there will be an affiliate link in the description if you choose to rent this one and watch it as well. You can use that link and it does help out the channel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and watch it, and I will be right back with my thoughts. Okay, so I just finished with watching The Orphanage, and holy Moses, I'm like all up in my feels right now because this was such a good film. So going into this, I did not realize that this was a Del Toro film, so I was pleasantly surprised when I saw his name pop up in the opening credits, which were pretty great as well. Just like that opening credit scene was kind of cool. There were certain scenes that I did kind of remember like a little bit from previously trying to watch this film, but I did not remember much, and I was pleasantly surprised. So if you're like me and you have no clue what this film is about, it opens with this scene of an orphanage, and there's children all running around and playing, and they're playing like a kind of Spanish version of like tag, and you find out one of the young girls is getting adopted. It then flashes forward to that same young girl and her now husband and son returning to that orphanage. They have purchased the property and are going to open it up as their own kind of home for children with like special needs. And while their son starts to see some ghosts and things, I'm going to try not to give away too many spoilers. I'm not going to go into all of the details because there is like a lot of information in this film. Pretty easy to follow though. I don't feel like you would get too easily lost with the amount of information. But he starts to see ghosts, and they believe, and of course his parents just believe that they are like imaginary friends, which I'm the type of person that believes that children can have a like strong connection to the supernatural or otherworldliness. I definitely think that children can see ghosts, and often believe that children who have imaginary friends are generally ghosts. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I am someone that had an imaginary friend as a child that I am pretty sure was a ghost. But anyway, so I definitely like jammed with that aspect of the film, and really liked that and kind of connected with that, because I definitely feel that way, because I definitely think that can be true and can happen. And then we kind of, to fast forward, because it's just a lot of them dealing with that and him seeing ghosts, which you're not really sure if they're ghosts or imaginary friends at this point, but they end up having this kind of party to welcome these children to be staying with them, and they're having like a little bit of like a mask party, and unfortunately their son Simon does end up going missing, and so that's really like the continuation of this film. And the mother kind of comes to, at first she and the police are convinced that it's this woman who showed up claiming to be a social worker. They believe that she may have possibly been the one that took him, but it's eventually found out that she's not. The mother starts to realize that maybe these imaginary friends of his weren't so imaginary and potentially took him. And there's some, and they, eventually they bring in a medium. So there's one of those kind of scenes of, medium talking to a ghost, and it's a pretty well done scene, and it is very intense. It's not super cheesy. You really feel it, and for me, I was sitting there watching, bring in a psychic, bring in somebody, and then they brought in a medium, so I was like, okay, that works, and yeah, the story just unfolds, and there's some reveals, and there's some twists, and I'm not gonna give away all of those, because there's quite a few, but they're really good, and it's not an overwhelming amount, and I don't feel like they just pile them on one right after another very quickly. For the majority of them, they do come towards the end of the film, but they're still well spread out, so every time a new twist or reveal happens, you're just like, what? And yeah, it's just such a good film. I will say, some of the cover images for it are a little bit cheesy. If you kind of Google it and you look at some of the images, you might think oh, it's just gonna be a cheese film, but it isn't. It actually is. It's really, really good. I highly, highly suggest it. And if you like anything Del Toro has done other than this, and you haven't seen this, I highly suggest you check it out, because it's got his feel that his films often have, and it's so good. Like I said, I rented it on Amazon Prime, so again, there will be a affiliate link in the description if you want to rent it as well and check it out. If you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button for more horror related content, and I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Bye!